Sagittarius. Welcome to your May Soul session. I am Marlo, if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. We're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards and see what is going on for you for the month of May. The first card out we have is Roots, and it says foundations, deeply embedded, core, cornerstone, long-serving lineage. So what you guys are going to be encountering in the month of May is going to have a lot to do with long-standing connections, long-standing friendships, long-standing relationships. It can have a lot to do with past behaviors that you guys have held on to for some time, as well as what is happening with the entire collective in the month of May, which is everyone being at this crossroads. It's more or less for the solar eclipse that we had on the 30th of April. And there's a black cat walking across my window. Nothing weird. Anywho, but the solar eclipse that we had on the 30th of April ended a long-standing 7-year cycle for everyone, right? So all of us are coming out of this energy of, I would like to call it an ultimate is not, if you will. It's more or less, I'm literally trying to figure out what deck I'm being led to use for you guys. And I just keep touching them. And it's like, nope. But anywho, it's a 7-year cycle in which it was like an ultimate is not, if you will. More or less, all of us have been experiencing things to where, let me just say the shadow aspects. We've been experiencing the shadow aspects of our experience up until this point. But now we're coming out of agreement with it. So it's more or less the choice that everyone is making at this proverbial crossroads is to disengage with whatever these roots are for you. Now, while I'm trying to figure out what other deck I'm supposed to use for you guys, looking at the additional cards that you guys have, we have Vase, Secret Admirer. We have, okay, we have Dark Man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Okay. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay, this just got interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. I think it's the Hoodoo Tarot. I think that's what it is. Sagittarius. All right. So I don't know why. I feel like on my other channel, I don't read all 12 signs over there. It's just kind of how I'm compelled to read. But there's a lot of love stuff that keeps coming up for everyone. So looking at you guys, literally, I feel, and I'm just gonna go off of what it is that I'm picking up. Literally what it's looking like for me is there's a person, and it may be a dark male, so he could be dark skinned, he could have dark hair, dark eyes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But so he could be a black dude, he could be a Hispanic dude, or he could just be a really tan white dude. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, what it's looking like, and I'm just being honest, there's a male, if you're into dudes, right? This person has been watching you guys for some time, right? This is just straight channel intuitive message that you're getting here, Sagittarius. So there's a male that has been watching you guys for some time, that's been interested in you guys for some time, right? But I feel the reason why this person is coming into your life in May is because they're like a test. So those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for some time, y'all know that I talk about until the cows come home. The is not is paradigm, right? And this is even reminding me of Scorpio's reading. So if you're a cusper, definitely check that out as well, or if you have it in your chart. But what I'm seeing with this is you guys took a stance either for the eclipse, if you set some intentions or something, or you made a decision in the latter part of April, right? Maybe it was like, I'm not going to date anymore, or I'm not going to date these type of people anymore, or I'm going to focus on, you know, my career, my business, school, what have you. And then you instigate the is not is paradigm, because the is not is paradigm is how things manifest into your life, right? So the is not has to manifest before the is. So the is not that all of us are in collectively because we're between eclipses, because the next eclipse is on the 15th, well, 15th to 16th of this month, depending on where you live. I feel that this person coming into your life is a manifestation of that is not, right? Because like I said, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I feel with this particular person, they're going to come in, everything's going to seem copacetic, everything's going to seem dope between the two of you, like everything's going to work out type of deal. And I feel it's going to fizzle out quickly, or this person may potentially like ghost. You know, if we were to take it out of a romantical sense, which the vibration of this feels so low for me that this would probably be one person. If this isn't romantic, this would be like someone who came into your life that offered you some type of opportunity. And I'm going to be really extra with it because I don't think anyone would be silly enough to do that. But it's kind of like scammer vibes where a person is like, oh yeah, dude, like I'm going to get you this job type of deal. And like you quit the job that you're at, move to another city. And then all of a sudden this person disappears, or, you know, the job doesn't really exist, or the person couldn't get you the job type of deal. And I'm saying it in a very exaggerated way to kind of get the point across. But I feel with this, you need to be conscious coming into the month of May, the mindset that you were in coming into this month. And I've said that to Leo, I said that to Scorpio, I've said that to a lot of signs, because it's almost like this is a dark distraction that comes in that tries to take you off of your path, right? So it's kind of, and if I got really deep with it, y'all, I'm trying not to, but if I got really deep with it, it's like, because we're in this liaison phase in between these eclipses, it's almost like if you were to think of like all of the, you know, if you don't believe in it or not, but just as a visual, if you were to think of like the gates of hell opening and like all of Satan's minions just like being let loose on humanity, right? And it's like that gate's gonna close again on, you know, the 15th of May. It's kind of like from the 1st of May all the way up until the 15th, demons are running rampant all over planet Earth, and they're trying to drag people down to hell with them before that gate closes back. You know what I mean? And it just so happens that these demons are released at the same exact time that the entire collective is in this is not is paradigm. So like chaos, calamity, you know, loss, peril, misery, woe, money issues, breakups, all of this stuff seems to be happening between the literal 30th of April. Some of you, it could be a few days before that, but if you look at the week of April and then the week of the 15th of May, in between this time frame, it's like all hell is breaking loose, pun intended, right? And this energy is trying to pull people into this is not permanently, right? So the reason why all my soul sessions have been the way that they've been this month is me trying to forewarn everyone, and I hope that my mic is picking me up, is me trying to forewarn everyone that this is what's happening energetically. And it's imperative that everyone stands in like this 7 of Wands type of stance of you being very clear on what it is that you're standing for, being very clear on what it is that you're doing and where it is that you're going and why, and not allowing people, situations, circumstances to deter you away from what you're doing, if that's making sense. Now, the first card out that you guys have is the 6 of Knives. So it's more or less you guys are supposed to be moving out of this cycle. So this goes back to what it is that I was saying to you guys before. All of us are supposed to be okay. All of us are supposed to be moving out of this karmic cycle that we've been in since 2016. And everything that's falling away is in alignment with the cycle, like anything that's ending, jobs ending, what have you. All of this stuff is like cutting cords with this past situation, right? The next card that you guys have, hello, speaking of karma, we have Dr. Buzzard. This is the Hoodoo Tarot. That's the Justice card. So this is all about like karmic retribution in a sense, but in a positive sense. So it's more or less for the last 7 years for my Sagittarius people, the scales have been unbalanced. You guys have proverbially been at the bottom of the wheel, if you will, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why all this stuff is happening and why things are falling away and it seems like things are being like kind of chopped out or whatever, it's because you guys are supposed to be moving into this new cycle where you're at the top of the wheel, the scales are balanced and thus in your favor. That's everything that's happening for you and everyone else in the collective after the 15th, right? After the 15th, it's like what I see in the ethereal, right? If I were to project forward, is not to say that life is going to be like utopian bliss, but shit is not going to be what it's been, right? For the last 7 years. It's more or less a lot of people are going to get extremely motivated. They're going to be very excited about life. You're going to start feeling anything is possible and you're going to have the motivation and the wherewithal to do it. But this oppositional energy is trying to keep you in the state of this old cycle that's already over, right? So then we have the 2 of coins in the reverse, and this is more or less bringing us into the 15th. You know what I'm saying? Looking at this justice, what I just heard from my guides is that, because of course I'm recording this late, you know, it was my birthday and things. What is today? Today is the 12th, I believe. So literally looking at this being the 12th, it's like coming into this month from April, you guys have moved away from something that was tumultuous. You may not see it as a positive thing. Some of you may, right? But this little in-between phase you guys have been in up until you watching this, it's the scales literally balancing, right? But with this 2 of coins coming into the midpoint of the month, there's an inability to move forward, right? And I feel the inability to move forward for a lot of you can have a great deal to do with whoever this person is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like in this time, when you set this intention or you ask spirit for something, everything starts maneuvering in your favor, which is the is not, but we step out of alignment with it. And I feel with this 2 of coins in the reverse, it's almost like you guys, I'm not going to say you are stepping out of alignment, but it's almost like starting to have a little bit of doubt. And I feel that's what the whole premise of this energy that's coming in is about. The next 2 cards you guys have is, thank you for that, the 8 of sticks and the ace of freaking knives. I don't know why I feel like I want to show them to you. But it's the 8 of sticks and the and the ace of knives. So dude, literally, listen to your friend Marlo. Legit, dude, Sag, I literally told this to Scorpio. I was like, call me out on this. Like, look at your life from now. Like, next month is June. That's the midpoint of the year. I assure you, from June all the way to December, things are going to shift for you. And the way that you've looked at the latter part of the year, like literally from January all the way up until May, it's almost as if these months are going to be like so far removed from how things are going to switch around in June. Like, I kid you not. With this, we're talking about quick, fast, swift movement forward, right? And a mental breakthrough, right? When I was talking to you guys about this freaking 6 of swords, like, dude, this is everything I just said in pictorial form. I just can't even. Literally, what I talked about coming out of April, if my autofocus will do its job. Stop looking at my face. Okay, there we go. So literally what I talked to you guys about, I can't move my fingers because I'm reversed. With the 6 of freaking swords, dude, right? This is you guys coming out of that energy, that whole karmic cycle, right? And I was talking about like cords being cut. It's like you guys severing these roots, severing the ties to that old cycle, because the only purpose of this prior cycle was literally to teach you guys what it is that you don't want and who you aren't. And you can't ever know who you are unless you first figure out who it is that you aren't and what it is that you don't want, right? So more or less, you guys moving forward, this is ordained, right? It's in alignment with spirit. And what lies, like I told you guys, quote me on this, goddammit. After the freaking 15th, there is going to be swift movement for everyone. It's almost like you're fast tracked. So if you can stand the test from the 1st to the 15th, my bad for being repetitive, Sagittarius. I know y'all don't like all this talking. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, But if you guys are able to stand the test between the 1st and the freaking 15th, right? And you don't get dragged down to goddamn hell, then as soon as the energy shifts with this next eclipse, right? Once we get over this hump, it's like everything that's been in your way, that's been holding you back, is going to be removed, and you guys are going to be thrust forward into where it is that you are supposed to be. You feel what I am saying? Anywho, let's get some more cards. All right, we have the Magician in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Sticks in the reverse. I think it's Black Hermit or something like that, you know? So I got this clarifying this wonderful justice that we have here. So this is speaking to this energy I was telling you guys about in this in-between phase. Y'all are watching this on the 12th. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Right on time. You know what I'm saying? But in this in-between phase, where it is that you guys are now, you're seeing it just like this. You're feeling disempowered with this Magician in the reverse. You're feeling like the situation is out of control. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it has to do with this person, it's like, how did I fall for this? Whatever. I thought things were getting better. I was trying to do better. I was trying to stand up for myself. I was trying to, you know, change my life and blah, 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 whatever the case, right? So it's a sense of feeling disempowered and feeling like this new beginning that you set intentions for, or that you were hoping for, isn't going to happen now. And that is not the truth. But that explains to me why it is that coming up into the 15th, why it is you guys are in this energy of the 2 of coins in the reverse, because it's not really knowing how to move forward. It's weighing your options, trying to figure out, should you go backwards? Should you do things the way that you did it before? Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. We have the 7 of Knives in the reverse and 7 of Swords. So you guys know I always say, when I see the 7 of Swords, what you skip will trip you up later. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't necessarily apply here per se, especially with it being in the reverse. What this says to me, very much what I feel and what my guys just said, is with this Ace of Swords. Come on, intuitive Sagittarius. With this Ace of Swords, and I saw this with Leo, because my guide said for them, the word they gave me was foreboding. What I'm seeing with you guys with this Ace of Swords here is you guys had an intuitive hit either on the day of the eclipse or like the first week of May that was similar to a foreboding, where something was saying something wasn't right about this person, or not to trust this person, or something in your spirit literally told you that you should make the decision to stand for whatever it is that you were standing for, because things were about to change for you. So you might have got like oddly optimistic out of nowhere, and you have no idea why, right? And that again comes to instigating this is not is paradigm. But the truth of the matter, so the confirmation with the 7 of Swords in the reverse is going to, child, look, confirmation of what it is that y'all knew either at the end of April or the beginning of May, that you either forgot or lost sight of when you guys stepped into this is not energy, or this person did whatever the hell it is that they did. But this again is saying that by the 15th, you're going to be clear on what it is that I'm telling you, which is what it is that you already knew. You feel what I'm saying? The truth is going to come out. I feel for those of you where this person thing resonates, the truth is going to come out about this person. And you're going to start to look at it from the perspective of, holy shit, like they were trying to hold me back, or, you know, they really weren't trying, you know, to help me out, or, you know, date me, or whatever the case may be. It's you seeing the truth of the matter, right? So there's a potential for that. And I feel how this fixes being in this ambivalent kind of energy, which I feel like you're supposed to be in for 2 reasons. We're in this liaison phase from the top of the month because of the eclipses. But then on the other side of that, we just went into Mercury retrograde on the 10th, and it's not really time to start anything new. Now it's time for you to prepare for what it is you're going to do in June anyway, right? Unless you've already initiated something. But as far as starting something new, and child, look, let me tell you something. You don't want to start a relationship with somebody during a retrograde anyway, especially if this is like an ex that's coming back. Don't do it. I'll get more into that on the other channel, because we have to have a conversation about the whole retrograde thing. But anyway, but with this dude, you guys are going to see clearly, literally by the week of the 15th, which we're in right now, you know what I'm saying, of why all of this stuff transpired. But the thing I have to give the forewarning about is there is the potential and there is the chance, right, that you guys could not see it. And I'm going to tell you how that would happen. How it is that you would not see that all of this is working in your favor and this is spirit working behind the scenes to get you to where it is that you need to be. How it is that you wouldn't see it is if you allow this person or whatever your present circumstance is, right, with this magician in the reverse and this ace of wands in the reverse. If you allow this thought to take over you, thinking that you're still just as disempowered as you were in this last cycle and that you were silly to hope and think that things were going to change or what have you, that's how you can kind of get yourself stuck. So how I'm encouraging you guys is to make sure that if that's what you're feeling now, know that whatever seems out of alignment, unfair, sucky, bad, whatever, what lies behind that is this justice card, meaning that spirit is working everything out in your favor. And you just need to have faith and trust through this dark time because everything is going to switch around for you, my friend. Anywho, Sagittarius, that has been your May soul session. I'm going over to my network, Vimeo, Patreon, all the places that I am to do you guys extended, where we're going to dig a little deeper. And I want to look into June, to be quite honest. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. But if not, I still love your freaking face. And I'll see you guys sooner than later, my friend.